Lucifer Season 7 is the most talked about TV series after its Season 6 conclusion. Lucifer is an American urban fantasy television series developed by Tom Capinos that premiered on January 25, 2016 and concluded on September 10, 2021. The character was developed by Neil Gaiman, Sam Keith, and Mike Dringenberg, and is based on the DC Comics character, the Sandman, who eventually became the protagonist of a spin-off comic book series published by DC Comics' Vertigo brand. Jerry Bruckheimer Television, DC Entertainment, and Warner Brothers produced the series. In the series, viewers follow the adventure of Lucifer Morningstar, played by Tom Ellis, the DC Universe's version of the Devil, who flees hell for Los Angeles, where he opens his own nightclub called Lux and works as a police consultant. Lauren German plays Detective Chloe Decker. Kevin Alejandro plays Detective Daniel Dan Espinoza. D.B. Woodside plays Amendiel. Leslie Ann Brandt plays Mazikeen. Rachel Harris plays Dr. Linda Martin. And Amy Garcia plays Ella Lopez. Beginning with the third season, filming took place mostly in Vancouver before being moved altogether to Los Angeles. Critics gave the first season mixed reviews, while future seasons were highly reviewed, with many critics praising Ellis's acting in particular. Despite the series' initial strong viewership, ratings were consistently low throughout its run on Fox. After 3 seasons on Fox, Lucifer was canceled. A month later, Netflix took up the series, which ran for another 3 seasons. So will there be a Season 7? Lucifer Season 6 is, unfortunately, the Netflix original series' final season. Season 7 of Lucifer will not be available on Netflix at all, or at all. Even the devil has to say goodbye, right? Knowing this would be the final season, the actors and creative team went to great lengths to provide a satisfactory finish for viewers. We live in the age of reboots and revivals, even when the final seasons are announced. Do you think a program is ever truly gone since the episodes are available on Netflix, and many become extremely popular at the time? Most likely not. Lucifer, on the other hand, is effectively over after Season 6. Netflix even poked a little fun at all of the starts and stops with Lucifer in its synopsis of the final season, which we've shared below via Netflix. This is it, the final season of Lucifer. For real this time. The devil himself has become God. Almost. Why is he hesitating? And as the world starts to unravel without a God, what will he do in response? Join us as we say a bittersweet goodbye to Lucifer, Chloe, Amendiel, Maze, Linda, Ella, and Dan. Bring tissues. And as for why Lucifer is ending with Season 6. The creators and their ambitions are to blame for Lucifer's lack of a 7th season. Joe Henderson and Ildi Modrovich, the showrunners, came to the series with a plan for when and how they wanted things to conclude, and they're sticking to it. In fact, when Netflix invited them to return for 10 additional episodes, the pair told Entertainment Weekly that they almost didn't go through with it. They were satisfied with where Season 5 had left things, and it was only after more thought that they devised a game plan for Season 6. They can't imagine not having that extra season in retrospect. The 6th season concluded precisely where they had intended it to, Henderson told EW, and it's their final journey with these characters. It's the story we were always going to tell, but just written much larger, and to me, now so much more interestingly, that it breaks my heart to think we weren't originally going to do it this way. When they were like, "Can you do one more?" we said, "Yes, but this is our last story." Is a spin-off possible for Lucifer? Of course, Lucifer doesn't require a 7th season to reintroduce viewers to the universe it built. Despite the fact that Lucifer and Chloe's storylines are done, Rory's presence allows for a sequel. In conclusion, the series doesn't go into too much detail about her fate. However, it doesn't leave her with much to do. Henderson and Modrovich, it appears, have no intentions to return to our planet anytime soon, if ever. However, things change, and reboots and reunions are now commonplace. There's a little chance for a 7th season of Lucifer, but fans may see a return to this planet in the future. Anything is possible when it comes to heaven and hell, right? Here's how Season 6 ended. Heads up, big time massive spoiler alert. Lucifer and Chloe both go to the 10th and Swanson, whilst Rory tells Vincent that he's famous in the future for choking on a corn dog whilst taking a dump. Despite the fact that this would be spectacular, Rory admits that she has no idea who he is. Rory flies away with her wings, but she is shot multiple times by a dart pistol. As Lucifer and Chloe arrive, they're ambushed, with Lucifer being stabbed with one of Rory's ripped out wings. After a major gunfight in which Chloe nearly dies, when she is stabbed by one of the wings, she realizes that this isn't the day she will die. Vincent warns Lucifer not to move since Rory is tied up. Vincent wants Lucifer to die because he feels Lucifer is hurting him, not his guilt. Lucifer offers to die in order to save Rory. Rory, fortunately for our favorite devil, breaks free and displays Vincent her wicked face. Rory begs Lucifer not to murder Vincent since he is greater than him. She pays attention, and for the first time, she refers to him as father. Vincent is determined, and he attempts to murder Lucifer, but you have to hand it to him. Chloe, on the other hand, is present this time, and she shoots him. Although the bullet does not kill him, the two blades on which he lands are certain to do so. He wants to glimpse the light like Dan as she passes away. Vincent, on the other hand, is blinded by the gloom. Isn't that preventing a crisis? No, it's likely that Rory will be abandoned, as she wouldn't be in the past. Lucifer reveals that it was he who persuaded Dan to go to Trixie and thus enticed him to heaven. It was the same with Lee. He also assisted Rory by stopping her from killing Vincent. Maybe that's why Rory was able to return in time. In this way, Lucifer might assist her in a practical way. Hell does not require a keeper. Rather, it requires a healer. Has Lucifer discovered his purpose in life? Amandil is God up in heaven, while Chloe is back with the LAPD. Ella has Carol by her side as she runs her charity. Make a cameo. Dan is in paradise with Charlotte Richards. Nice. When Charlie reveals his wings, Linda and Amandil are celebrating his birthday. Chloe subsequently gives birth and comes home with a baby Rory, while Maze and Eve chase a criminal and knock him out as Chloe gives delivery. The ending. Even after a long time has passed, Rory is by Chloe's bedside when she passes away. During the last few episodes, we saw Rory return from the past, also known as what we saw in the previous episode, knowing that Lucifer had done for them. Rory asked Chloe how she managed to put up with her. I wouldn't change a thing. After she dies, Chloe gets a visit from Amandil. Are you ready to go home? Lucifer has taken over Linda's place in hell, and he now counsels the lost souls. Vincent is also there. Lucifer suggests that Vincent needs more time and offers to shoot someone in the face. The door has been knocked on. Chloe is here. I thought you could use a partner. As a result, Lucifer's story concludes with Chloe joining him in hell. And here's some trivia for you guys. An episode in the 6th season of Lucifer was inspired by Avatar: The Last Airbender. Joe Henderson and Ildi Modrovich were given 10 episodes to bid farewell to the tale and its characters at the end of Lucifer Season 6, which marked the end of the popular series. The last season, which debuted on Netflix on September 10th, used a variety of creative narrative techniques. There's an animated episode as well, as the characters revisiting the series as Lucifer told Linda about it. The latter notion, it turns out, came from Avatar: The Last Airbender, a Nickelodeon cartoon. In Season 6, the show revisits the show's past. Season 6, Episode 8 of Lucifer, Save the Devil, Save the World, does not feature the show's final episode, but it does reflect on all that transpired before the series' conclusion. Linda's manuscript, a novel she authored based on her encounters with Lucifer, is sifted through by the characters as they seek to halt the end of the world. The group sees how Lucifer views each of them as they replay some of the show's most memorable scenes. They also have the opportunity to reflect on their own decisions, which leads to some amusing and emotional outcomes. When asked about the idea for an episode that would serve as a love letter to the first 5 seasons, Henderson told Collider that Linda's manuscript provided an opening for them to have fun with it. So then it became, okay, if the book is our device, let's play with perspective. Let's play with how everyone saw different moments happening and try to find a way to explore each one. Like, here's how Lucifer sees the world. Here's how Dan and Maze see the exact same scene, but it's all from different perspectives. It's a different way to approach an episode. The idea for the show came from another program, The Last Airbender. It spends time poking fun at its characters and their story arcs while including narrative aspects critical to Lucifer's primary plot. That portion of the episode was inspired by the animated series Avatar: The Last Airbender, according to the showrunners. Lucifer's producers took inspiration from the Last Airbender episode, The Ember Island Players, which takes place right before the show's finale, and sees Team Avatar attending a play about their life. Exaggerating their personalities to ludicrous dimensions, reviewing prior events in a way that allows the characters to comment on them, the acting group executing it. It's a brilliant approach to pay tribute to the entire series. Lucifer's rendition, of course, differs slightly from the Ember Island Players. Save the Devil, Save the World is a touching conclusion to Season 6 of Lucifer. Despite the fact it takes place during the apocalypse, Save the Devil, Save the World adds some levity to Lucifer's Season 6 dramatic conclusion. The episode's characterization is similar to that of the Ember Island Players. Lucifer's interpretation of this theme, on the other hand, is more emotional than the episode on which it's based. All of the characters are forced to confront their own issues, not just Ella, played by Amy Garcia, who has to come to grips with the truth that her friends have been lying to her. It's more dramatic and emotional in that regard than the episode from The Last Airbender that it's based on. Now that's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts for the decision for Lucifer Season 7? Let us know in the comment section down below. We hope you guys liked the video. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.